Okay, here's the last of the three parts in IED Activity 5.6, the what they call the HDPE or high density polyethylene part. And this is the part that poses the biggest challenge for students in terms of the modeling. Now, we're not going to calculate the volume and surface area of this because it's a little too crazy. And you've already done it twice. You get the idea of how to do that by hand, pencil and paper, etc. So at this point, I'm just going to show you how to do the modeling and determining the surface area, volume, density, mass, etc. using Inventor. So here's the finished part, and I'm going to show you how to create this from scratch. The first thing you should realize or notice is this part uses metric dimensions. So we can't just use the standard IPT file or the standard template. We need to go into the metric templates and select the standard millimeter IPT template. Okay, like every other part file, we need to create a sketch, a 2D profile. This one is the easiest way to do this is to basically it's a rectangular prism with sort of that triangular V notch cut out of it. So I'm going to create a profile, start at the origin 0, 0. It's going to be 90 millimeters wide by 50 millimeters high. I click there, and I can tell my sketch is fully constrained because it's all purple. Now when I extrude this, it comes up with a default of 10 millimeters, but the depth that I want is 40 millimeters, and there's our basic starting point of the rectangular prism. Okay. Now, if I go back to my finished model, you'll notice we have to sort of take a V chunk out of this on the top. If you take a look over here at the browser, you'll notice the way we do that is using the Loft command. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with two sketches. One triangular sketch on this face, you can see it highlighted there. And then one triangular sketch on this face, on the back face, you can see it highlighted there. Note the dimensions. Okay. Both of these are isosceles triangles. But the tricky point is to get that the center vertex down here, right at this point. It's not that easy to get that point, so we need to create what's called a work point. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so the other thing I should mention here is if we click on the Home button, notice it rotates the model to sort of a different orientation than we really want to use. So what I like to do is get it into the position that you want. Click on the corner of the view cube, and then if you right click on the home view and just select set current view as home, fit to view, now anytime you click the home button it takes you back to this view. Okay. Alright, so we need to create those two triangles and then loft between them subtractively. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a sketch in the front. And I'm going to create a work point up here on the ribbon. Work point, which is going to be right in the center, left and right, which is x coordinate 45, y coordinate 10 millimeters. So if I tab over, I can type in 45, 10, click there, there's my work point. Now the rest of the triangle I can create just using the line command. And I know we need to start 10 millimeters from this side, so the x coordinate is 10, the y coordinate is 50. Click there, it's 70 millimeters long, type 70. Click there, now down to the work point that we just created. Make sure you see it go to a green circle, which indicates it's snapping. And then back to the starting point. Click there, and there's our finished profile. Now, the only problem with this is the loft command won't let you loft because it's not really a proper triangle. It's just a series of line segments. Won't let you loft between these unless you close the loop. It's called closing the loop. So you have to right-click on any one of the line segments, select Close Loop, and it tells you what you need to do. Select a curve, blah, 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 blah. Click OK, and then just select on each one of the subsequent lines until it says the loop has been successfully closed. Click OK. Now it's a closed profile. you can finish the sketch. So there's our one triangle on the front. Need to go back around here, create a second sketch with a triangle on the back. Again, we need a work point for that lower vertex of the triangle. And this one, I believe, is at the center at 30 millimeters from the bottom, I believe. But again, don't use my dimensions. You should have already done your multi-view drawings of all these parts. So go by your dimensions, because I may make a mistake here. I'm just going by memory. But I'm going to create my work point there, again, just so that you can see how this should be done. But be sure to use your specific dimensions when you create the object or create this model for yourself. Okay, so now I've got a work point. I can use the line command, and this triangle starts 10 millimeters in from the last one. Click there, so that's minus 70, and I guess that's 50 or minus 50. I guess that's 50. Click there, click down on the work point, click back up at the end. Okay, and again, escape to get out of the line command. We need to right click and close the loop. Select OK. Click until the loop is closed. You'll get the message the loop has been successfully closed. Click OK. Finish sketch. I'm on some weird angle, but hopefully if I go home it takes me back to my preferred view. Now I can use the Loft command. Right, and if I hover over, remember I want to subtract. So right here I don't want to join. I want to go down here to cut or subtract, and I want to select the profile that I've created on the sketch 2, right? This triangle here, and then you notice it shows sketch 2 there. Then I'm going to click on sketch, click to add the second sketch. Then it says select a sketch to add. Then I want sketch 3. Okay. And there's my profile in sketch 3. I've got both sketches selected. If I select OK, then there you go. It subtracts out, it lofts between those two sketches, and I've got my my final shape. Again, to assign a material, go to the I menu, select I Properties, Physical tab, go down and select polyethylene, high density. You'll notice it's got all the appropriate density, mass, area of surface volume. Apply that or click OK, and you're done.